At the end of Reichenbach, where he comes to her for help, and he really means that. You know, it's quite touching. I think the way it develops. Molly becomes one of the few people that he does actually trust.
We love Molly. Yeah, do you know, it felt like at the very beginning of this, we did sort of say we won't add anything to Sherlock Holmes, we'll just update it. But we had Molly in the first episode, and Lou Bruni was so good, and you had an idea for at that point for how to introduce Moriarty, and it just grew under its own steam. If you can grow under your own steam, that's a ridiculous expression.
You know, season 1 was so good, and season 2, I think, was even better. I know this is a hard question to answer since you're so close to it, but how do you think the third season will compare to what you've seen so far?
Either we're going to sound defeatist or
Or appallingly arrogant.
I think that
I made my choice a long time ago. I think it's really good. I do. I think it's different. It's moved on a bit.
Mm-hmm. I think even as you saw in that little scene, there's something there's slightly more human. I think it's slightly more real. But I think we've got some scenes in this that we would never have contemplated putting in any previous series.
But also, I mean, a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun in all of them, and even though it has a very dark sort of beginning with the whole idea of Sherlock coming back, some of our favourite stuff is in this series, and just whole scenes that were great fun to write and to make and to see, like that one. You know, and actually the idea of something like, what if Sherlock was John's best man? It's just an inherently funny idea.
Well, I remember reading the stories, and Dr. Watson got married in the second one.
And I remember thinking, does that mean Sherlock Holmes was the best man? How did we miss that? Please don't hold out on us, we've got to see that. So now we have, and it's everything I think. I mean, it's a very unusual episode, that, but I think it's everything you would hope it would be.
We have time for one more.
Oh, brilliant. Make it a brilliant.
Hello, my name's Rebecca, and I was just wondering, personally, what was your favorite episode or moment from the first 2 seasons of Sherlock?
Just mention your own.
I think I love probably my absolute favourite moments, in terms of moments, would be the last 20 minutes of the 2 finales. The swimming pool scene at the end of The Great Game, and the last 20 minutes really of Reichenbach as it wrapped up and up and up and up are probably my favourite moments. As a whole episode, I probably conceitedly would plump for Scandal, because I was really
I would too. I think Scandal is our best one. It's just a complete piece of work. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It does everything you want to do. It's emotionally very charged. It's tremendously satisfying, and actually very simple. I think you look at it and think there's hardly anyone in that story. It just has a complete sense of its own drive and completeness. I think it's really, really good.
Yeah, I think the whole scene and the sheet scene. I like the sheet scenes. It's a very funny outtake that one day we'll show you.
Yes, it's very, very funny.
We must have mentioned as well amazing contribution of the rest of our team over the last 3 years, and particularly Paul McGuigan, who was the main director on the first 2 seasons, who, in terms of establishing the visual identity of the show, is tremendously important and really one of the things that got it noticed in the first place.
Well, Sherlock premieres on PBS Masterpiece early next year. But that wasn't quite the roar of the final one, but it does. And thank you guys for coming out.